Southside Memphis rapper Blac Youngsta came into the scene in 2012. His trio of mixtapes, Fast Bricks, quickly got the attention of Yo Gotti, who signed him right away. Not long after that, Blac Youngsta had features with Young Thug, Quavo, and Jacquees. Despite Blac Youngsta's rise to fame, he also has a dark side you might not be aware about, and is definitely a rapper you don't want to mess with. His violent behavior and his dark and lengthy criminal record are just a couple of things that make Blac Youngsta Blac Youngsta. From selling drugs at age of 7 to rising to fame and beefing with the most popular rappers, today we will be diving deeper than the Atlantic Ocean to reveal why rappers are really afraid of Blac Youngsta. Before we get into the video, subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks. Blac Youngsta vs. Young Dolph vs. Yo Gotti. Right now you're probably thinking, hold on, isn't Yo Gotti the reason Blac Youngsta got signed? Blac Youngsta only got involved in this feud because of his loyalties to Yo Gotti, but the Memphis rap scene gets pretty competitive pretty fast. Young Dolph, a Chicago-born but Memphis-raised rapper, quickly rose to the limelight in spite of turning down a record deal from Yo Gotti. The buzz around his success created a rift between him and Yo Gotti, starting a 4-year-long feud that Blac Youngsta got involved in. It started with the two taking shots at each other on Twitter. Then Blac Youngsta threw himself into the crossfire. In 2017, the rapper posted in an Instagram video that he was the real king of Memphis, then criticized Young Dolph for not truly being from Memphis. He then threatened to smack shit out of him if he saw him again. The feud between Yo Gotti and Young Dolph seemed to have quieted down around that time, until Blac Youngsta posted that video. The rumors flying around were confirmed. The beef was still there and Blac Youngsta was taking Yo Gotti's side. If there's any reason to fear Blac Youngsta, it's this. He actually showed up to Young Dolph's stomping grounds in Castalia, South Memphis, with goons armed with heavy artillery. They captured it all on video, and while they didn't run into Young Dolph, the threat made it pretty clear what would happen if they did. Yo Gotti said during an interview with Tim Westwood that he doesn't believe any business should be handled that way, and that no young person should try handling business that way. It seemed that even Yo Gotti, the one at the center of the beef, was afraid of how Blac Youngsta tried to handle the situation. Eventually, Blac Youngsta released a diss track called Shake Some, where he went after Young Dolph for being born in Chicago. The two went back and forth with diss tracks in spite of Yo Gotti claiming to actually like Young Dolph. When Yo Gotti backed off, it seemed more like Blac Youngsta was an attack dog rather than someone who had a real bone to pick with Young Dolph. Things might have cooled off for a bit, but in 2017, 100 rounds were shot at Young Dolph's car. He wasn't hurt thanks to his bulletproof SUV, but he never addressed the issue publicly. He did, however, perform his Yo Gotti diss track, Play With at a venue that night. It may have been coincidence, but he might have been suggesting his feud with Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta had something to do with the shooting. Blac Youngsta is feared because he'll go to any length to defend his entourage. He'll intimidate his rivals with violence, weapons, and years of diss tracks and online feuds. Blac Youngsta is proud of where he's from, and he wants to make it clear that he's the king of Memphis, even when the rest of his crew has dropped the beef, or at least let it cool down for a bit. Blac Youngsta vs. the Charleston Crips. So we already know Blac Youngsta can get violent when it comes to his stomping grounds. But in 2020, he pulled out a gun during a club performance in South Carolina. The footage surfaced online where Hot New Hip Hop identified members of the Charleston Crips who were harassing Blac Youngsta during his performance. I don't know y'all bruh, he can be heard in the video saying, I don't have no problems with y'all bruh, but we strapped, we with whatever y'all with bruh, we don't give no bruh, let me do my show, I'ma come outside, we gon' deal with that. I'ma do my show, we gon' come out and deal with y'all. Then someone from backstage handed the rapper a gun with an extended clip. People ran from the venue, others threw things onto the stage, the chaotic show ended there. The thing about Blac Youngsta is that he's not just rapping, he's rapping about his life. When he raps about violence, particularly the violence in his hometown, it's not a game for him. So maybe we shouldn't be surprised when he pulls out a gun. In his song Suicide, Blac Youngsta starts off with, Run up on me, you might die. Run up on me, you'll die like Pac. Don't commit a suicide, don't commit a suicide. He then continues, Lord, can you bless my soul? Can you let me live till I get old? I don't want to die like Pac. I don't want to die like Whitney Houston and overdose. It's clear from his violent feuds and gang affiliations that Blac Youngsta is living what he raps about. Blac Youngsta and weapons charges. In October of last year, Blac Youngsta found himself in some legal trouble. For someone who's flaunted his guns and even filmed himself intimidating young Dolph with heavy artillery, it came as a surprise when he got caught at a traffic stop. He was pulled over after taking an illegal turn, and the cop noticed the gun in the rapper's lap. After getting a felony, he posted bail and was quickly released. This wasn't his first time having legal trouble in Texas. The year before, Blac Youngsta was arrested after running a red light. In his car, police found 3 pistols, marijuana, and armor-piercing ammo. He collected charges for possession of an illegal firearm and illegal ammunition. Rappers fear Blac Youngsta. He's always got a gun on him, and he'll pull it out to defend his entourage and his turf. Blac Youngsta selling drugs at age 7. No doubt, Blac Youngsta is a talented rapper who has made a name for himself, but he seems to be a victim of circumstance too. Growing up in McMillan, Memphis, a neighborhood known for its gang violence and high rates of crime, Blac Youngsta began selling narcotics on his block at age 7. He racked up charges for dealing as well as possessing firearms. He eventually got caught and went to prison at age 7, where he learned how to rap. It's a sad way of learning the ropes, but it turned out to help later in his career. The Memphis rapper grew up poor and worked in exchange for food. Life was never easy for Blac Youngsta, which explains his behavior later in his career. Blac Youngsta remained loyal to Yo Gotti for a reason. Shortly before Yo Gotti signed the rapper, Blac Youngsta's younger brother was murdered in a shootout. The grief was overwhelming for Blac Youngsta, which explains some of his darker lyrics. The rapper is intimidating for a number of reasons. Growing up in the environment he did, it's no wonder he was involved in gangs and learned to live his lifestyle. Prison may have taught him how to rap, but it was Yo Gotti who pulled him up and tried to show him a different way of life. Still, when the beef with young Dolph happened, Blac Youngsta might have taken things too far. But while grieving the death of his brother, the rapper felt a lot of loyalty to Yo Gotti, not just for launching his career, but for being his brother. Blac Youngsta is a rapper that doesn't mess around when it comes to the people and the city he's loyal to. Still, the kind of stuff Blac Youngsta grew up dealing with is the kind of trauma that doesn't leave a person instantly. Can you blame the guy for pulling out a gun in a club when the threat of gang violence is in the audience? What about keeping a gun on him at all times after his brother died in a shootout? Rappers might be scared of Blac Youngsta for his criminal past, but it seems like staying on his good side will keep everyone out of trouble. Let us know what you think. Is Blac Youngsta one of the most feared rappers in the scene? Sound off in the comments. We want to hear what you have to say about it. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified when we post more content. Thanks.